Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy DaeDae, and we back with another one. Happy Halloween. First and foremost, appreciate everybody tuning in, either on Facebook or on YouTube live. So thank you for tuning in to this. Super excited about doing this special podcast and live stream podcast, whichever one you want to call it. A little bit under the weather. It's been kind of cold out here, and this weather's starting to get to me. I'm super congested right here, so you might be seeing me sneeze, runny nose, runny eyes, but don't mind it. We still gonna get to it. Y'all see? Shout out to Kyle Prince. What's up, my G? What's going on? We got Brandon, Palm Beach County, Florida boys topping in. Appreciate you, man. Blessings. Do me a favor and share this on Facebook if you can. I appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, y'all see I got the blue bike, and you see I got the red bike. Finally got the cam for the blue bike, so I should be able to put the engine together possibly tomorrow or the next few days. And I'm debating about taking the red one out to the track. I know I got to do a rebuild on it. I got to change the valves, the springs, the lock keepers, and a few other things. The seals, the rod bearings, the O-ring. So I'm just let it sit there and just look good in the back until I get a chance to switch everything out. I also got to go bigger and drop one down in the front and go bigger in the rear of my gears. But enough talking about them bikes. I always talk about them bikes all the time. But this is something tight. Y'all see this jacket though? I gotta show y'all this jacket. This jacket busting, I ain't gonna lie to you. I told y'all it is big Tellis racing for the win. You see that, right? Cool. Big Tellis. But yeah, enough of my nonsense. Let's get to it. Now, I told y'all before that I will be bringing on the engine that unfortunately got blown up down back home. So it's all good. Things happen. Matter of fact, 1 second. I gotta share this to my Facebook. Sorry about that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Booyah. So, told y'all the story pretty much about how my engine got blown up. If not, I'm gonna redo the story once again. Unfortunately, it did get blown up, but it is what it is. Where does one get a Tilly jacket? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's some exclusive that came straight from Tellis. That jacket really came from Tellis personally, so I just know how to research this. I wish everybody get a Tellis jacket, because Tellis jacket fly, I ain't gonna lie to you, and it's nice, especially for these cold days that we have in Texas. That's why my nose is so stuffed up, man. It's wild. But we're going to get back to it. I'm bring on that engine, and I'm going to bring on Flathead. I believe it's a Raptor engine that we go, chat a little bit about just to see. I don't know much about the Raptors, but hey, we all learning. So, that exclusive thing. Okay. Appreciate it, Danny. Hey, Danny, do me a favor, share the stream on Facebook for me, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, first I'm gonna bring on the engine that originally got blown up. It is a Tellis standard bore engine, and that's the one that used to do 85. It don't do 85 no more. But I'm gonna go ahead and go grab it so I can talk about it. Whew. All right. This is a poor example of, I got metal shavings. I should have brought a towel. I should have cleaned it up. I just left it. This is still in its original state. So I'm going to show y'all how blown up this thing really is. As you can see, the rod is pretty much jam tight in there. And it unfortunately went through the block. See, the piston got jammed tight up in there. I gotta take this coil off. It's a good coil. I gotta take that coil off. But this engine was an engine that used to do 85. This is the engine that I crashed on in Vegas. This is a standard bore with a longer rod in it rather than the usual 3.308. I'm not going to give the exact details, but this is a different rod. This is a Predator crank with a Predator rod with a Wasco piston. And I know a lot of people get confused when I say, well, how do you put a Predator crank inside a Tellis block? There's a will, there's a way. Got you, my boy, the way my guy up. I appreciate it all. Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir. Rick Watson, thank you for the like, sir. Appreciate it. Mariali, appreciate the like, man. Kyle Prince, appreciate the like, my dog. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You feel me? But yeah, this is my engine that got blown up. As you can see, the rod. Well, the bottom half of the rod is right here, pretty much. And it's pretty much jammed tight in there. Let's see about how close I can get so y'all can see. I'm trying not to show the part number, but you get you get it. The lifters, well, one of them, I don't know where the other one went, but the lifters don't look that bad, actually, surprisingly. Look at that. And these are just stock Tellis lifters. Oh, man, that's terrible. But this is a non-Hemi, well, actually, I think all Tellis blocks come Hemi style. So this is a Hemi block. I built it out, big valve head, M5, 28 flat side, and I can show y'all one of the Carvers that we use back home. This is what I can get my hands on. All the parts I'm doing reviews on right now, I'm not saying are the best parts. It's just the parts that I'm able to get my hands on at the moment and some of the parts that I'm used to using, all right? So y'all see this block. Most of y'all know much about the block already. Tillison for the win, always. You can see how strong a Tillison is. It barely went through, it literally just went through the top of the block, and that's it. And this engine was started with no oil, you know, no oil. So that's what happens. I wasn't the one who started with no oil. For those who may ask, I was not the culprit, all right? It was somebody else. It just wasn't me. Oh, man, I'm finna have metal shavings everywhere, dog. That is terrible. All right. Whew. Man, that's some messy stuff. My boy Nubs with Guns is back in here, man. I appreciate you for tuning in. Like always, thank you very much. That head makes a Hemi, not the block. That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. But they're quote-unquote Hemi-style blocks because of the cams and the side covers. So we all learned something, you feel me? Like, ain't nobody wrong. We both right. We here to, you feel me? Make each other better. Now, let me go get the Raptor. Well, I'm told it's a Raptor. I'm not too familiar with the Flathead brakes and all that, but I'm gonna show y'all what I got so far. Speaking of that, 1, 2. I feel like I'm missing a big valve head somewhere. And I got some valves and some springs and all that good stuff and carburetors and flywheels. So now y'all get to see, you feel me? Like, this gonna be a good one. I like this. But let me go get the Raptor. So someone told me that there's a Raptor. I'm not totally sure what engine this is. I wish I had like a little table to just sit on, like, pow. I'm gonna give me like a little stool. Do I got a stool or something? I ain't got no stool. I need to go get me a stool, y'all. I didn't know that. Thanks. Hey, I told you we all here to make each other better. Kyle Prince said I'm still learning, my guy. Hey, bro, I feel you. I'm still learning myself. I'm learning new things all the time. So trust and believe. I feel you. But this is a Flathead. From what I'm hearing, a Raptor. I can see the cam positioning and the crank is different. You have your valves, your springs right here. Well, Wait, there we go. You got your valves up top. You got your piston that comes directly up and down, vertical style fashion. Try not to scratch my table. I just bought this table. I'd be very mad at myself. I wish I had a rod to show you. It don't have a rod. I can't even take this crank off because the nut is on there too tight. Wait, can I take the flout? Oh, they done messed up. Hold on. I know I'm a little blurry right now, but good luck pouring these because an oops means a new block, but flatheads are cool. You know, this is one of my first times actually really touching and dealing with a flathead. I'm not sure if this is even the right plywood that goes with this motor, but we're taking it apart. And shout out to Mr. Tim, man. Mr. Tim is the reason why we are doing this. So shout out to Mr. Tim. This is the cam that came out of it. You feel me? Much different. I think I did bring some other cams, and we can compare them. And the crank should just simply, I'm dropping lifters, hold on. Oh, that was supposed to happen. Oh my God. All right, so here we go. First comparison. We're going to start with the lifters. All right. Y'all seen the way my lifters look and the Tellis. Shout out to Zach for tuning in from Houston. Yes, sir. Tremel, appreciate you. You going to show the cars y'all use back home? Yeah, we're going to get to that in a little bit. We only been streaming for 14 minutes. I'm going to give it about an hour to get the stream over with. So we go sit here and talk. Happy Halloween to everybody who tuning in also. Thank you for joining. Let me go check on you. Well, I'm checking on YouTube right now, but let me go pull up YouTube real quick and make sure everything rolling smooth and cultured over there, you feel me? Oh man, this weather's, it's been a killer. Well, as y'all see, I got the poster up. I got the banner up, shout out to Joe's, you feel me? And I got the GPS banner up. Going to YouTube, going to my live real quick. I usually do all this stuff beforehand. Boom, I'm up. All right, lifters. Let's do a visual comparison. I can't get it. All right. Ooh. I'm back. Sam's Garage. What's going on, my G? Appreciate you tuning in like always, man. Now we are doing a visual comparison of the lifters. Here we go. So this is our Tellis lifter, and this is the flathead lifter. As you can see, in diameter it's much smaller, but it's taller. The profile and thickness of the lifter itself it's made differently, and it's even larger in size. This is the Tellis lifter, and this is the one out the Flathead. So it's crazy seeing these different things, and even the way they're made at the end. You see all these have a ball point for the push rods to fall into. This one doesn't. So it's just little things like that where you just seem to notice. And this one, I'm gonna just call this the stem of the lifter. I don't know the actual terminology. But the stem of the lifter is actually going down to base and flat part of it, and it's just a direct just fit in there. Well, this one is more tapered off, as you can see. I have parts coming Sunday finally, no push rods and flat if I remember. Oh, so there's no push rods. So see, look, you learn something different. You learn something different. I never knew that. So in my head, I imagine, thanks Joseph for liking it. Thanks Zach for liking this, man. y'all can, do me a favor, share this on any platform that you possibly can. I greatly appreciate it. But back to it. In my head, I guess it goes from the cam. Well, let's start with the crank. From the crank to the cam, to the lifters, straight to the valves. I don't know. Must be. So we gonna get that comparison out the way and go ahead and throw this one back. I might be able to still use it. It doesn't look warped. I might still use these. Times is rough around here, you hear me? All right, we go get to the crank for one. The way the casting of, I forgot the name of this. I forgot what they named these, but it's longer, right? For one, this looks to be, I don't know what gear this is, but it's keyed on there, which is crazy, and it just pops off like. That's a big difference. I've never, first time touching the Flathead really and getting on the internals of it. Didn't know that was just pushed on like that. The keyway for the crank is super long compared to the ones on ours. Dang, that thing cut me. What else? That's about it, really. This is a used crank, so you can see the wear and tear from where the rod was going, and you can feel it very good. But go ahead and throw that back in the block. I wonder if I could take the valves out. How would you be able to take the valves out? Oh. Huh. Look at that. We finna take these valves off. Just go ahead and. Golly. Hold on. Be patient with me, y'all. Be patient with me. Look how long that valve is. This is possibly the longest valve that I have ever seen. This makes no sense whatsoever. Like, let me compare this to a valve that I use in my big valve heads. Let's see here. Got my bag of valves and springs. We go get into it when it comes to weights and different valves and what counts around with what. Appreciate it, Zach, for sharing it, man. I appreciate you, dog. Let's check Facebook. Make sure we ain't got no comments I'm missing out on. So right here we have our we got our 28 valve. I'm gonna go ahead and bust this one out the pack. This is still brand new. This is my exhaust valve for big valve head. Now, diameter size, much large, much smaller than the flathead. Lengthwise, this is the craziest part. Look at this. To me, that is wild. Like, yo, look at that. Then just the way the ends are made also. Like, look at that. See if I can see that. Boom. I'm gonna take a look at this one. That is wild to me. This is really like blowing my mind. Like, I never thought that's how crazy it is. And unfortunately I don't have a head to compare with a overhead valve style engine head. What? I got a head. This one was getting set up for 3228. It's not done. I gotta take it and finish getting the valve job, but you feel me? This is similar to what I am running on the red bike right here. What if you were able to put that on there? That'd be crazy. But yeah. Throw that back in the bag. We're gonna go ahead and stick this crank back in this engine real quick. We're gonna continue with carburetors and any other questions that y'all may have for your boy, you feel me? Woo! Cam comparisons too. Here, I can't even. Look how rough that is, though. Uh-oh. I'm over here breaking stuff, y'all. Oh, man. This is... Uh-oh. Come on. Be nice. This engine not being nice to you, boy. Boom. Now, we got our cam that came out the Flathead. We go compare this to a cam that I got. Look how wide that gear is. Like, then the separation between the lobes is crazy. You can see how this actually that would be the inner lobe. This inner lobe is machined taller and wide, and this one is more shorter and just like super wide. We'll go compare this to a cam that I got. I don't know where I put it. Wait. Oh man. Parts and parts. I got all type of parts. Go on my little cam box. See, which one do I want to bring out? I got a few of them. I'm bringing this one out. We're gonna use this one as a comparison. All right. Ooh, I got metal segments all over me. Here we go. Just off the rip. Look at that. Now, this is a 310 cam right here. This is a Hemi 310 cam. You see that? DaeDae. I got my own cam, y'all. It's kind of fun, but I got my own cam. Is it a certain type of head, like gauge? Actually, I honestly don't know. In my head, I would guess you can just use a regular head that come on the engine, but even that, I don't even know how those are set up. I don't know. That I don't have answer for. But we'll go get back to the comparison of this 310 cam versus the Flathead cam, you know. So first we're gonna take a look at these lobes. Now this is a damaged cam that I use and abuse over and over and cut and got to re-weld it and try to patch and repatch up. So as you can see, for one, this one doesn't have the compression release. I went and took a blade to it, cut it off and all that good stuff. So it can become starter box. Look at the width of that gear compared to the width of that. Wait, I can almost, and the gear on this is cut at an angle while these are just flat. Then we're gonna look at the profile of the cam lobes to see. You can already see a noticeable difference when it comes to the lobes. So see if I can get one and one sitting up top so we can tell the difference. It's a noticeable difference, whether it's length, height, the profile, the shape of the lobe. I'm guessing it's because of the distance that the valve itself has to travel in my head. And even on the side where this goes into the side cover, look at that. It's tons and tons and tons of noticeable differences about this, which is wild. So I don't know what to say to this. I have an old Thomas dirt bike frame that I modified to fit a 212 engine, and now it's a beast and great for the woods. I need to make a header. I can't wait to find a good one that goes the way I want. My Z-Axis M200, I've about rebuilt the entire thing since August. All right, let me see if I can throw that back in the engine real quick so I can put that back together and put that back in the box so I won't scratch my flow up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Booyah. Go ahead. Put that starter cup back on there, and you can see the starter cups are even different. I don't even have a starter cup. I need one so I can finish the blue bike. That is something. Interesting. Oh, the flywheel. Ooh, this thing got some weight to it. That's one thing I can say. This engine is very heavy. Like, this thing is like, DaeDae has all the good parts. Nah, man. I think I'm becoming a mini bike collector at this point. Like, I really just like getting old parts, different parts that I don't usually see. Bring them on the stream and talk about them so y'all can enjoy it with me, man. That's all this about. Woo, that was pretty messy, man. The Predator I put on it isn't nice, and it wants to break these. Fires guy come back to LA. We need a cameraman. Hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Andres for liking it. Shout out to Trap Runner Black. Thanks for liking it, man. If y'all could do me a favor and share this on any social media platform that y'all can, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Once again, I'm congested, working me. I need to turn this fan on so I can get some air up in this thing because I am cooking. All right. Now we're going to get to some of the Carvers that we use back home. This is a Makoni, not Makoni. It's a Makoni. You get me? This one in particular, wait, let me put this cam back in the box before I lose it. I got so many parts just laying around. All right. This is a 28 flat side Makoni right here. Black and red. You'll probably notice I got one on that bike jetted for Alki. Drop a video step by step building a 90 mile per hour Predator. Honestly, I wouldn't even suggest building a Predator. If you go build an engine and you want to do 90, you see that right there? Go get you a Tellis. But yeah, this is a 28 flat side right here. Out the box, they don't run good. You will need to jet them. I just don't remember the actual jet sizes for these Carvers. And it also depends on the engine build and how the engine itself is set up. Ooh, look at that. Look at that slide. That's, whoa. And yeah, that's pretty much all it is. It comes with the jet kit and a new needle. You got 2 different main jets and a different pilot jet. Oh my gosh, these sinuses. I don't know how long this live is gonna last, y'all. Work with me though. It comes with a 115 main jet and a 110 main jet and a I'm trying to read the pilot jet off. Actually, I can just open it. Go ahead and pop that open real quick. Comes with a spare needle because these unfortunately like to bend a lot. This is I can't even tell. It's a 35 pilot jet, all right? If y'all ever wondering what comes in here, 110, a 115, and 35 pilot jet. And a lovely Makoni sticker. Yeah, sinuses is bad, man. I don't do top speed stuff. I have my bike for the trails. I want one. It matches my bike. It's all black, no sticks on it here. What about the Wildcat 223 or still go Tilly? It's Tilly all day. Let me show you. It's Tillison all day. You feel me? Tillison all day. You know the vibes. Tillison all day. Tillison all day long. I'm really about that Tillison life. You talking about an engine that I really love, it's a Tillison. I didn't beat it. Got one blown up and it didn't fall all the way apart, so that's a blessing. Comes with little gas lines, I guess. I forget the size of this. Super small, but pretty much is some people like to go why, I don't know, but they go boom. They go boom for some reason, and they go boom. Some people like running on these cables and they just get some zip ties and zip tie them together through their bike like this. I don't know why, but that's how some people set their carburetors up, and then it gives like a little heart shape. I don't know, but I use them for spare things like, actually I need this for my gas tank on both these bikes. So that's what this is gonna be getting used for right here, I'll tell you that. Personally, if you're low budget when it comes to carburetor shopping, I like these. Every engine is not set up to run the 28. I only suggest using a 28 if you have an engine that's pretty mildly built at least. I would say at least a stage 2 kit. If so, even that still may be this carburetor still may be too much. So I would suggest either VM22 or a 26, a 24, something smaller like that, you know. Oh my gosh, yeah. This ain't gonna be, I'm sorry today, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Y'all showing much love. Y'all being active. I am extremely grateful. What's this? All right. Guess I got a little surprise for y'all. I got a fuel pump to talk about. But DaeDae is plugging for that sponsorship. No, in all honesty, I am not sponsored by nobody at the moment. It's really, I really do value Tellis and products and their connection with people and just the things they do overall. Like, if it's a good company with a good product, I'm going to support it. That's just point blank, period. Edward said, love my Tilly 225. Yes, if y'all know the Tilly 225 is, you feel me? Go on GoPowersports.com, type in 225 Tillison. Now, do not get the 225 RS unless you're in go-karting. That's an engine that you'll need for go-karting only. Now, if you can get the 225, which would be the all-black version of it, that's the one you want. That's 17 horsepower straight out the box, you dig? Bet I'm gonna grab one and say that. Most definitely. You need some tea, my boy, with that ginger root and honey and a shot of Caribbean rum. No, I do need some tea, man. Cook some food today, man. I really can't even smell nothing right now. It's terrible. Why don't you come back to LA? The races are dead now. Now, this is a good thing. We talked about this yesterday. A lot of people noticed that my views dropped tremendously since I left Compton. But, you know, that's not what it's about. I'm not chasing a clout or chasing views or chasing money. I'm doing it simply because I love it. And I appreciate those who support me, even though it's not the usual content that we're doing. But we making it work with what we got. And that's what matters. When I was down in Compton, everybody didn't support me, you know. Point blank period. It's simple as it is to say. It's sad enough as it is to say. I've been doing mini bikes since I was a kid out there, and it's kind of disappointing really, but it is what it is. You know, you can't control the next person or who they want to support. And that's just how life is. Everybody are not going to support you, even if you know them and see them every day, you know. But that's just a small life lesson. Let's get back to the rest of these comments. Which one exactly do I get? I'm finna pull it up on my phone right now. I'll go ahead and y'all go type in GoPowersports.com. You see it's in my search bar already. You're gonna want to type in 225. So this is the one that you're gonna be looking for and wanting to get. Now, my brightness is too bright. Let me go ahead and turn that down. That 225 Tellis Performance, the one priced at $849. And let me turn my brightness more so I can try to get a part number for you. If you type in 225.gps Tilly, all caps, you can search it up that way too. And there are pay tomorrow options for it. So if you need a finance engine, you can totally do that too. Oh man, I'm finna tear some stuff up, boy. Listen. I'm glad y'all tuning in. I didn't think I was gonna stream today just because my sinuses are acting up. And it's hard for me to really even talk right now, but it's cool. But back to the comments. I bet they have interesting fuel pressure with long lines. They have a lot of interesting thoughts going through their head when they do that. I've known you for about a long time, but watch only once in a while and wasn't subscribed. Then you did the podcast with Go Power Sports. Hey man, I appreciate you, your support, continued support. Overall support, I just appreciate it. What's done to the red GTs and blue GTs in the back? We gonna get to that in a little bit. I have talked about that in another stream, so I'm probably bringing that up at the end just to give a rundown pretty much. That's really a decent price for what you get. I'm telling you, 17 horsepower straight out the box, ready to pull. Let me check Facebook real quick, make sure I'm not missing nothing. All right, we looking like we are good to go. Let's get started with this Mikuni fuel pump. I have an OEM Mikuni fuel pump. I really only like to run Mikuni fuel pumps on my bikes just because the quality that they're made. I done dropped a couple of these things, broke a bunch of them off. And since I'm running methanol, compared to the plastic fuel pumps, the plastic ones, what I like to call the ears, which are pretty much these connecting points that your fuel line go through right here. So right here, you got your fuel in, you got your post in going into from your intake. Then it goes straight out to your carburetor. On the plastic one, these tend to break when originally running methanol, just because of the fact that methanol just eats through plastic like that when it's being pushed and all this other good stuff. So I just don't use it. I just try to stay away from the plastic fuel pumps. Now this one that I had for about a few months now, and pretty much plug and play. I really only run fuel pumps if I'm running a methanol bike. I don't really put fuel pumps on gas engines. In my opinion, it's not necessary. It's just me. Some people like to do it, which is totally fine. Nothing against it. But for me, I just go straight from the gas tank, straight to the carburetor. Oh my gosh. We still with it. I have 600 triple black. I want to see how fast your bike can really go. Right, we can do that. I've been supporting you since crowd days with the OG Red GTs. I always rewatch some of the old videos. Well done. Get some Vicks. You know, it's funny. I got some Vicks in on my counter. I'm actually putting under my nose so I can breathe better after this. I just don't want my top lid shine. And a lot of people have, a lot of people have been supporting me since day one, but for the great majority, a lot of people do not, so that's just how life is. Garrett Capo said, hey, they appreciate all the help at Go Power Sports. You're welcome, my guy. I appreciate you stopping by, man. It truly means a lot when people stop by the store and they be like, hey, man, I know you from somewhere, and it just feels good. But as big as a bike, and the bike might need some water done. That is true. Not gonna lie to you. That's true. Oh man, where we at? We at 40 minutes. All right. We got like 20 minutes left on the live, y'all. So if y'all got any questions or anything about any of the bikes, I know somebody asked about what's his name. I don't want to say somebody. Mini Bike Martin. I know you. You asked about what's done to the red bike. It is a 2.9 cast stroker, cast head, and methanol on M5, and that's pretty much it. Not a super big engine at all. It's actually probably a smaller engine than the usual ones down in Compton. This wasn't the fastest bike in Compton. It's still fast, don't get me wrong, but it's not the fastest bike. But it does what it holds itself down. I'm proud of it. First big engine that I built. So it turned out to be pretty good, and it's surprising me day to day. But I do need to break it down, do a rebuild on it. That's why I'm trying not to really touch it like that, to be honest with you. I think I still got fuel in my carburetor. I just remembered it. God darn it. yeah, that's pretty much all I got planned for today, honestly. I just want to hop on for a little bit. My sinuses is killing me, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard for me to breathe right now. I need to go shower and get ready for work in the morning. Somebody said, Jamel said, what's the fastest you went? The fastest that I have been was on the standard board stroker and ARC stroker crank, not the cast stroker crank, and I did 93 and a quarter mile. Probably my scariest experience on any mini bike, just because of the simple fact that it's terrifying. But it was fun. I enjoyed myself. I didn't get any speed wobbles, and I didn't crash, so I'm happy about that. Mine did the other day when I took it apart at my desk. Still smells here. I know, that's what I'm saying. And this methanol. Somebody asked me, like, hey, why don't you keep the gas in the gas tank? And I'm like, yo, I'm not finna have a full gas tank of methanol just in my house, just raining. Like, I like the stove, man. I might as well just blow myself up. So I'm not doing that. You know, you gotta think safety first. The blue bike is gonna be a pull start Predator engine on it. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all see the engine be getting posted. It's sitting on my desk. I'm building it literally while I'm talking to y'all on the phones. And that's just gonna be my cruiser, so I can stop riding this one, get used to the track on this one. Then when it's time to race, bring out bad boy right there. You feel me? That's how we gonna do it. I forgot how much different non-ethanol gas smells. You know, it's crazy. When I moved down here, I just learned about what non-ethanol gas is. And those who don't know what it is, I don't really know how to explain it, but mainly the point of it, if you go leave gas in something where there's a car or a lawnmower, use non-ethanol. You feel me? You go back to it, start it right on up. Boop. But yeah, unfortunately, I gotta end this live early. My nose is killing me. It's hard. It's getting harder and harder and harder for me to breathe right now. So I need to take a break, go, attend to my health. We do got the GPS 180 coming up on the 11th, which is in how many days? It's the 31st, so technically it'd be 11 days as of today. So make sure y'all tune in for that. And hopefully talk to everybody soon. You know, if you got any questions that you can't reach to me on here, go ahead and hit me up, either on Instagram, Facebook. Well, not really Facebook. I don't really be on Facebook. So either Instagram, my email, or come on here to get in contact with me, or that's how we gonna do it, So it's your boy DaeDae, and I'm finna get out of here because I can't breathe right now. My nose stuffed up, man. It's just too much going on. But I am out of here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, turn on post notifications and all that good stuff, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.